Roz, this is Torre. I am excited to kind of give you a visual of what's going on. I know you're not a big social media person per our conversation, but my goal is to kind of give you a visual of how this actually works. I spoke to you about when you are a single agent, you want to do everything you can to maximize opportunities and not waste your time. So this is an example I'm going to show you that a messenger, which is nothing more than a communication tool between people who are friends or people who are connecting with other people, where you can communicate with them, and is in a form of text messaging through Messenger. So you can go direct line, which I'm pretty sure you're probably familiar with. This example right here is a realtor that I was helping with in regards to building out a messenger chat box where the I am the person who's filling out the information. However, this messenger is her in the gray. It's the bot asking the questions, and of course, the blue is the person who's responding. This would kind of give you an idea what it would look like if it was on a desktop, but it actually is the same, just a different variation on an actual mobile application. Right now is pre-qualifying a person in which that person, a couple things are happening right now. These are things that typically that you as a realtor is asking already, but naturally you're having to manually write those things down, or they may call you when you're not necessarily ready to have those conversations. So this gives you the ability to actually have people who may have responded to a post be introduced to an actual bot itself as it communicates. Now I'm going to kind of show you throughout this video what this actually looks like. How do we actually get here? What does the back office looks like? And then really kind of start asking general questions. This right here is obviously for buyers. Of course, as you notice, I asked a general question in this film and it pulled up their email address. So this is typically what they would need to have a Facebook page already, which is really a cool idea for you to be at. Now, make a point. Not everybody's email address that's on Facebook is the email address they like to do business with. So we do have the options to allow them to type in their actual emails they want to communicate with. But I just wanted to show you how simple that was, that it was already predetermined. All they had to do was select a button to make sure that it was confirming that that's where you want to communicate. So now, of course, can work for sellers. This can work for home values, where I can even build out a bot where the home values, a person can put in their street address and home address, and they can be able to see an estimate of what their home is actually worth. And then only then can start asking questions to see if they're interested in possibly putting their house on the market or possibly doing a real evaluation on their home. It's really an estimate. That's pretty much what Zillow does anyway. But to be able to do it through Messenger gives somebody a good idea of what their home is worth, and you can put those people in your database to kind of follow up with later. So I just wanted to kind of you might have some questions about this, but just like I said, the goal is to kind of just give you an idea. As you can see, there's an opportunity where you can be notified if a person is ready and willing to go, and you can jump into a live chat, start having those communication with them right away. So that's something to really consider, or they can call you or get you scheduled. So I wanted to show you what all this information went to. Cool thing about this is that I can have all this happen simultaneously, where it can go right to a spreadsheet. And as you can see, the spreadsheet I'm going to take you to, well, I'm sorry, let me back up for a moment. So this right here is kind of like the back office of how that actually flow for like home values. As I mentioned to you before, where I can basically take them down whatever steps I wanted them to take them down. I'm actually in this particular page right here is also another place where we're capturing information. We're capturing in the back office of a platform called ManyChat, where it's creating a field of all the questions that they answered. Now, let's say you don't want to go into ManyChat, and of course you don't necessarily need to, but this is an example where you can have like a little mini CRM system where you can basically store information of the people who have interacted. I became a subscription holder of this particular client as I was practicing out their particular bot. So there's another place where you'll be able to also get it and be able to have it tracked on a spreadsheet. We can send it anywhere, but this is typically a good, um, cheap way to actually track information. And so all the questions that I asked ended up pulling up on a spreadsheet simultaneously, which was actually pretty cool. So I just wanted to show you what that actually looks like. I definitely want to give you, um, there's a lot to go with this, but just kind of give you an idea that home values can be placed in here as well. The other thing I wanted to show you right here, which is really cool, is really the back office. These are considered to be growth tools. So when you take like a general post on your Facebook page, I can associate these chat boxes to connect with it. So typically, getting people to actually communicate and try to get communication back versus just sending a general post, meaning that you're engaging. Your posts are more for engagements, not just general acknowledgement. There's a difference between getting likes and there's a difference between getting people to respond. And so naturally, our posts will hopefully be something that we'll associate. These posts are general posts that you're already posting already. This is free. This doesn't have to do anything with paid advertising. But when you're small, in regards to a lot of people communicating with you on social media and you don't have a big following, naturally paid advertising is something that most people would do to increase their exposure so they can actually reach more people. But those who wanted, I recommend doing this on regular page, like your regular personal page, as well as your business page. So you can kind of start interacting with people to try to drive them to a post. So I just wanted to kind of show you what that looks like as well, show you the understanding that the post can come from a general post, or we can actually create ads themselves, and that's on another platform. But just to kind of give you an idea that this could act as your assistant when it comes to communicating through Messenger. So I wanted to let Yeah, it's just so you don't have to be busy work. Next, I wanted to show you is pretty much the back office. So when someone goes on a Facebook page on the Messenger, these are the three options they'll see as like a default message. I can make you basically buying a home, obviously home values, or even just doing views. So you're really trying to push for sellers, buyers, and if key people may just have general questions or see view homes that you may have. And I'm kind of just showing you how the flow of the beginning of this video show you how these are built out. And some of the things I'm going to show you in here is going to show you how we tag these people. So the bot itself, if you see, is in gray, is more of the conversations. And then, of course, the yellow, the action steps, is what we may be doing is tagging these individuals accordingly. So when you see that profile of me and I was scrolling down, that's where this information was actually going. Kind of really help you get an understanding a little bit more. Now, when we're talking about doing Facebook ads, this is just nothing more than a tool that we will use to help you. This is not actually Facebook ad advertising, which I know Ken can probably speak to. This is more so using this as a tool to capture leads as they're communicating with you. Doing a build out like this will allow, when we're posting paid ads, or even if we're doing free ads, we can attach one of these particular messengers through a growth tool that I showed earlier also, where it allows you to attach a flow to one of your posts, and then it can activate any of these particular conversation flows that we built out. And I just wanted to kind of just show you how extensive this could actually be. Once a person go through and say they're ready to buy, we can start categorizing what side of town, how many bedrooms, how long they're renting, if they're already currently working with a realtor. It just puts you in a better position where you're not doing too much time wasting. You can capture this information. Of course, as I mentioned, I showed you earlier, all this can be thrown right into a spreadsheet, putting you in a driver's seat for you to be more in control, but also be able to maximize your time frame. So this right here is a way to still be connected without having to be so social media bound. But as I mentioned earlier, there may be questions in there that requires you to communicate, which I recommend that you do. And they will alert you either through email or they will alert you through actual Messenger itself. So if you don't have Messenger in your phone, I can show you how to put that on there, but I'll definitely recommend it. If not, if you prefer emails, that's the same. But as I mentioned earlier, I have a way that we can possibly put you guys on leads that, depending on your page, probably enhancing your page a little bit, and we can put a step in a code on there. So when live leads hit your page, then it can be transferred. That is a monthly subscription for you to do. It's pretty inexpensive, but it's about $40 a month, but it puts you in a position where you can actually get those leads. And if you're ready to answer those leads right away, we can have somebody transfer those leads right over to you. So that's something to think about. But I just wanted to kind of give you, some really, and what I pointed to right here in this video is this is how I'm using some software that allows me to, when this information is being entered in, is automatically being captured to some back office area, whether that be a Google Sheets or whether that be to a CRM system, or I just wanted to show you how these programs are being tagged. But I wanted to just kind of give you a visual of what a messenger bot looks like. Not everybody know what they are. I wanted to show you from what it would look like, the interaction of it, to actually what the back office is, to actually what it takes to build out. So those are some of the cool ideas. And I really, if you have any questions, please write them down. The purpose of this video was not to overwhelm you. It was to give you an introduction. So when we have our conversation tomorrow, we can actually chat. As you can see, the keywords is something that if someone goes on your particular Facebook page, that it can interact about if we wanted to, or create some type of action step. We can build out sequences based off of people who are home buyers. We can educate them. I'm not quite sure if your broker, have some type of information that you can use as marketing material that we can build off of, where we don't have to create that stuff from scratch. And we can basically, make it more of into a conversation when it comes to speaking to people. So I just wanted to point this out to you. Again, I look forward to having a conversation with you tomorrow. Super excited about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please write down as many questions as you possibly can so we can make sure we can maximize our 45 minutes. I definitely want to respect your time. Again, I want to thank you for taking the time and listen to this video, and have a blessed day.